Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's reading is going to be your past life in Atlantis. We have three piles. Pile one is number two. Meditate on it. Pile two is number 10, and pile three is number 12. Whichever number resonates with you most or you feel called to, please choose that pile. You may have multiple numbers that resonate with you, so feel free to choose multiple piles. In essence, just take your time and be honest with what you're feeling when it comes to this reading. Okay, it's going to be a deep reading, a powerful reading. So get ready for the ride. All right, a few deep breaths in while I shuffle up your past life and awareness for pile one. Okay. Pile one, you may have worked with crystals. I'm seeing a magical creature sitting on a rock. I'm seeing you sitting on a rock in your past life in Atlantis, Pile One. Yeah, Pile One, in the past life of Atlantis, you were like a digger, a crystal finder. You found very valuable materials, Pile One, and you sold them to locals and to businesses, companies. I'm seeing like a crystal company that takes crystals and turn it into tools that they use during that time, futuristic tools, such as their technologies, okay? Immediately. Yeah, you were like a miner in your past life in Atlantis, Paul One. I see here something may have happened, something significant may have happened to you while you were in the mines. Like you discovered something that was rare and you kept it for to yourself. Like you didn't tell anyone about your discovery until later on, until the time was right, until you were able to know that you were going to get something out of it. You trusted someone with this secret. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's a shine over this crystal. This is a quartz rock I found on the beach in like it's a beach in Spain. It was far away, so I don't know if it was really a beach. It was like a lake area. Yeah, a lake area. Speaking of lakes, Paul One, um, in your past life, you could have did a lot of swimming or stayed in a house where there was water and some sort of lake. Okay, you have a small house, Paul One, in your past life in office. Oh, you may have fed the fish as well. Five of Swords. Mm. In your past life, there was a lot of people talking and talking like rumors, gossip about you or about your family or where you lived or what you do. They just gossip, girl, a lot. Let me look at the Five of Swords 1 minute, Paul One. Yeah, I see you going to a bar and they're just talking trash. Surrender, change, walking away. Yeah. It's like you were the underdog, Power One, in your past life. So if you resonate with coming up stories in your now life, that's probably why, because you deeply resonate with the character who had the come up because you lived that life, literally. Yeah. Eventually you stand up for yourself in your lifetime in Atlantis? Because you believed in your job or what you were doing. You were a person that cared more about what you were doing for people versus what people were doing for you. A selfless kind of character, yes. But you cared more about how you felt doing the job versus what you got out of doing out of the job. Like I've seen you do humble, generous things for other people, and then like someone who works a regular job in modern day, and they get paid a lot of money to do it, but they aren't happy. So you valued your happiness a lot in Atlantis. Okay, following. Yeah, I'm looking at this Eight of Cups part. Yeah, so you constantly walked away from these gossips, rumors, the talk of the town type of things. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. A number insignificant for your time could be Five of Wands. I'm seeing some type of romantic relationship in Atlantis. How one that you were in a situationship with, and it didn't end too well. It's Two of Cups in reverse. Like this person broke your heart in some way or disappointed you. Yeah, you were walking away from the normal life and you ran into this relationship and it wasn't what you wanted it to be. Okay, so let me know if this resonates, one. If these themes come up in your life or you've read it in your chart. Joker in reverse. Okay. I'm hearing like the joke of the town, that type of vibe, but you don't feel like that. And so it's giving martyr vibe. Yeah. And so that's what you're learning in your current life. I'm like, how does this connect to your now life? Your past life in Atlantis, you were a self-sacrificing person. You were embodied in a martyred character. Maryt, I believe that's how you spell it. And then your now life, you're learning how to set boundaries, how to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and not be afraid to say what you want to say, uh, and fully embody being the generous person you are. Okay, in a healthy way though. 12th house here, on this dice, you can't see it, but it's facing up. So 12th house is Pisces, and Pisces are self-sacrificing people. Okay, yeah, and they have so much compassion and empathy for literally all the signs because they have a little bit of all the signs within their energy. So you're learning in this now life to, yes, have empathy for other people, but know when to not give so much of yourself that you aren't able to be yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying, Power One? You give so much of yourself, you're not able to be yourself because there's no more of yourself to be. This is what you're learning in this now life, okay? This lesson, that this experience you had in Atlantis was a significant experience in your, it's coming up again in your now life, okay? Because it was a strong theme. Strong theme, Power One. And the work that you did in Atlantis was a strong theme. So you may resonate with the earth. You may collect crystals, rocks, or be drawn to technology or very valuable things such as jewelry, valuable stones, rubies, diamonds, gold, that type of thing. You may be intuitively pulled to those things because you worked with it a lot in Atlantis. All right, Paul's past life in Atlantis. Oh, and you have some type of the eighth house is here. Someone was in charge of your finances or something about other people's money. Whatever roles you played, it affected other people's money a lot. Like I'm seeing people come to you to ask, can they trade this? Is it going to be enough of value to you? And then for another group of you, your past life had something in Atlantis, had something to do with like you receiving riches further into your life. Like you got some type of inheritance from a I'm seeing a grandfather, but this could be like a masculine, older masculine energy giving you money or passing the business down to you. That makes sense. I can. I want to. Oh yeah. Hasty, speedy progress, movement, action, exciting time, travel. Okay, so you hit the bump in road, and once you got past that, you after experiencing that heartbreak, that hurt a lot. And you were deeply invested. Yeah, one moment. Sadness. It's like you lost somebody really close to you. This was a best friend. Like, feel like I'm losing my world. Oh my goodness. Y'all could have been married, Paul one, in your past life. This relationship, this person you were intimate with, close with, more than intimate with, married to, you may have lost them in some way. So once you move past, this is why this inheritance is here. Eighth house energy is other people's money. I was picking that up. You received this inheritance after this person passed, and things just started going up for you, up, 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 up. Okay. Hmm. Transfer to this. How one passive in Atlantis. 10 of Wands. Yeah, people came to you, uh, wanting a piece of the pie, and this is where those patterns came in. Are where you going to be that person with no boundaries? This is where the challenge came in. This theme came up in your past life again, boy. Hard work, trying to make sure that what was given to you goes to good use. Like that's the only thing that mattered to you. That what was gained in the process of your loss, that you made the most out of it, is how you were thinking. There's some type of sneakiness energy, your boss, someone you work for, or a friend that gossiped a lot at the bar. Has some type of sneaky energy over the 2 cups. Oh my goodness. They have something to do with your loss. Okay. It's right over the 2 cups in reverse. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anything else? Past life. in Atlantis for power one. Okay, yep. Eventually you got the money. Eventually you got the money. Four of Swords. You just thought about what was going to be the best thing for long term, a long term solution, a long term, what's the word? A long term piece of art, work, something that's going to last, something physical that's going to last you. It's not a legacy, but just something you created that was going to be there for a long time, like getting a dog or some type of companion. Okay. You could have started a garden in your past life. You could be called to gardening in your now life, pile one, growing things like a herb garden, a flower garden. You may have plants in your house as well. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing you work with a lot of herbs. Like you could be an herbalist or just have a lot of seasonings. Like you feel inclined to use certain herbs on different things. Okay. And it's not for flavorful reasons, it's for intuitive reasons. Certain herbs heal things. So you definitely have that gift. It's not a maid. These flowers here are really prominent. Okay, so tapping back into your plant side, um, tapping into this growing side, this green thumb that you have, pile one, the earth side, like literally Pentacles is earth. Tapping into that in your now life could be a good business for you. Definitely, I see that thriving. Like people will want to know how you did it because you mastered it in Atlantis. Anything else to close this reading? How one past life in Atlantis? Pisces, and I believe this is Neptune, but let me look at it real quick. It's definitely Neptune. A lot of Piscean energy here, 12th house energy, Neptunian energy, dreams. You could have dreams about your past life. Call one. You definitely have had a dream about your past life. Confirmation on that feeling you've been wondering about if that dream meant anything, it did. It was about your past life. Okay. Maybe a pet fish could be significant here. I definitely see a fish. Fish in your past life, fish in your now life. All right. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Paul One. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in another reading. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. This reading is your past life in Atlantis. If you want to take a few minutes to breathe in and out, and I will be breathing in and out as I shuffle the deck. Intentionally, of course. That's right. That's it. Pile two, please. Breathe energy of past life of pile two. Okay, pile two. In your past life, you were working with books. libraries, information, knowledge in Atlantis, okay? You were the person in charge of the books, bookkeeping. Mm. You stayed in a building like this, right? Tall. You could have stayed in some type of an apartment. Mm. Oh, you stayed with a group of women. How to? A group of women, some type of building where you were teaching, learning history, knowledge, words of wisdom, something like that. Some type of college. It's higher education, Pal, too. You were definitely involved in higher education in your past life in Atlantis. Okay, I'm seeing students as well. It could have been an all-girls school. This building, this place you worked in, it's always the work that came up. In pile one, the work was the first thing that came up. Okay, could have has a lot of feminine energy, definitely. Like it was ruled by feminine principles. The number 0 was significant. Okay, that's bringing up another theme. In Spain, they start with 0, floor 1, floor 2. In essence, it acknowledges the feminine energy of 0, which is the womb. Okay, and I'm seeing that here. The building and the way the systems are set up in this place of learning, education, or where you work with all these women, the feminine principle rules. So things weren't 9 to 5, and they had fiestas, which was like a 3 to 4 window where people took naps, they took breaks, rest, whatever. Okay, it was an easy flow work environment. It worked in synchronicity and sync with the body. Okay, with the woman's body specifically. Okay. Yeah, you educated a lot of people, you taught a lot of people, you guided a lot of people, Paul, too. They were learning how to do something from you. You were an older woman, a very experienced woman, some type of experienced feminine energy that you were teaching a certain skill to. It may have been language. If you resonate with language learning, words, poetry, you've done it many times before. Past life in Atlantis, okay? Tapping directly into that. Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. You were in your energy of Sagittarius, fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, the other one is coming to me right now. But yeah, you were the best at something, Paula. You were the best at creative teaching. Like you knew how to teach them girls. Okay. I'm looking at this 501s. Hold on. Oh yeah. Some type of conflict, fighting, struggle, arguments, disagreement. Seeing like you knew how to clear up arguments. It was like a political class, like politics. History and of politics is something. Oh no, it's so clear. You were in Atlantis teaching politics of history or something political. Okay, to these women, people traveled far and wide to learn from you about politics. Yeah, the history of politics. That's so specific. So that's going to be for a few of you, but for majority of you, it was definitely teaching some type of history, something with a lot of words, reading. It's a very much literature-based class. Looking at this Five of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. You're showing these girls how to get out of poverty or out of a low income situation, how to get themselves out of the cold or out of hard political situations. Like they wanted to change the politics in some way. And basically you were talking to them and helping them change the way that people got their politics voted. One moment. Yes, because I'm seeing images of modern day politics and like our president and how people are working outside the system to change the system to be better for the whole society. Better as in more functional in communication wise. Like everyone gets their message heard and can see that their message is being heard. So you were the person teaching the women how to do that. Okay. How they can get involved on the outside of politics to be influencing the inside circle of political power. Yeah, you were on a freaking mission, pal, too. Now I'm seeing like a woman in an action-packed movie, like from the FBI or CIA on an undercover mission trying to change the mafia or trying to take out the bad mafia leader. Like that's what I'm seeing. That's the intensity, the seriousness of your work in Atlantis. Like I don't know what was going on with the politics of Atlantis, but honestly, they was not doing the best job ever in 111. 111 is on the clock, as I said. Okay, they weren't doing the best job, and you were making sure that shit got checked. Okay. You was like the Harriet Tubman of politics for Atlantis. How to. So that's a big influence. You could have a Gemini in one of your major placements on your MCIC, DC, or your rising, or on your 8th house, 12th house, 4th house. You have a Gemini placement on a significant part of your house, like Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus. Okay. Please look at your chart in that area because you are good at debating. Period. You are great at debating. Please get into debating if you haven't. Communication and confrontation is your strong point, okay? You can talk. You are so good at writing papers, political papers, debate papers, reasons why people should have things. You are a person that sees cause and effect very well. That's one of your now gifts from the practice of your past life in Atlantis. Okay, Paul 2. You hear me? That is your now gift from your practice that you've done, you mastered in Atlantis, okay? Because in a sense you had to, because you had no other choice. You experienced the pain, like you experienced the bad end of the stick when it came to the results of how the politics worked out. You experience, I'm trying to say it, oh my goodness. You experience the result of bad politics in Atlantis. And so you were really motivated to make sure you understood very well so that you can change the system as fast as you can. Good. Two of Wands. Two paths. Yeah, you have to make a decision on something. Continue to be in that bad end of politics or change the system. Four of Swords. Yeah, you spent a lot of time thinking, planning, understanding what you wanted to convey and say to to the politicians themselves and um, to your classes, to who you were teaching to. You planned a lot. You studied your material to make sure that you were able to answer any questions anyone had to the best of your ability and with as much knowledge as possible. That's how to have life. Okay, well, everyone was in the energy of Pisces. Okay, apparently. 12th house here, Neptune, and Gemini. I cannot make this up. This is the Gemini sign. Okay. Gemini in the 12th house. It's giving me very much. I am quirky and funny on a subconscious level. Okay. I like to debate people on a subconscious level. Okay. So let me look up Gemini and 12th house real quick. Gemini and Pisces are very similar people. Okay. One is just more emotional, and then the other is more talkative about it. Gemini in the 12th house. Very thoughtful and imaginative. Yeah, you think a lot, probably. Instinctive and for spiritual habit. The ability to educate by what method their intentional and subconscious mind works, because the strengths of the 12th house can attend as a tendency for anxiety. People with the place and so can gain to overcome these challenges and realize their fulfilled potential while charming in a connection to the online consultation. Modern day, in your now life, you could possibly do work online, like teach online, share information on a website of some sort. 717 on the clock as I say that. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile two. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. 117 on the clock as we close this reading. And I'll see you in another reading, pile two. Bye. Hello, pile three. If you chose the number 12, your past life in Atlantis, welcome. Clearing out the energy of pile two. I hope you are well, safe, cool, and happy right now, or at least satisfied, grateful even, right, pile three. So your past life in Atlantis, it's very much Scorpio. It's a slow energy, very sensual energy, deep energy. Like you could have been a healer or a person that listened a lot, like your job was to listen. Your personality was just very serious. am I saying serious? Very still. Your personality is very peaceful, okay? Serious in a way of everything's gonna be okay. That type of vibe. Like you were solid as a rock. Like people could come for you. And people did. All three is past life and all three. Falling deeper, deeper. This is hidden history of Atlantis. Not many people know this. Um, something Ace of Pentacles. People were comfortable in Atlantis. Some type of information that you have is a secret of Atlantis, secret of the society, of your family bloodline. Even we have the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords with the Six of Pentacles on the deck. Let me look at this Ace of Pentacles energy. Manifesting new financial opportunity, prosperity. Pile 1, pile 3. You had a lot of wealth and abundance. In your past life in Atlantis, you were very comfortable, very at peace still, because your family could have done some work, or generation after generation worked for wealthy people. And so now you were wealthy during that time, or y'all built a lot of businesses and that caused you to be wealthy at that time. Seeing an older woman and then a younger boy. So whichever one you resonates with you most. Multiple families of Atlantis. This was a group. Okay. This was a group of families that were very wealthy, very rich, had a lot of resources. You were a part of this group. In Atlantis, pile 3. Okay. This was like a secret society. This is a secret society, pile 3. If you resonate with this is your pile, because this is sounding wild, but this is what I'm seeing. It's some type of secret society, someone with a lot of resources, a lot of food, a lot of abundance, a lot of value. You were a person that had a lot of value and you wore that. Okay. It was literally on your exterior. Whether it was an expensive fur coat or red leather boots, snakeskin purse, or something luxury made, handmade, customized for you. You had a lot of customized things in your past life in Atlantis. You were like, oh, have it customized, oh, have it customized, have it tailored. That was your vibe. Okay. It's very much Leo energy here. Glamour, money spending. Yeah, even shopper. Comprar. To shop. Boy shopped a lot, okay? And you had your hair done all the time. It's giving very much princess royalty vibes, or just high society, high class. So I'm seeing you have like a lot of resources, but you're still learning a lot. And this orange is standing out here on this card. So you see this orange aura on her face. Like people looked at you and immediately thought sexy, she's sexy, he's sexy. Like people wanted to pleasure you. Okay. You were exuding pleasure and sexuality, sensuality. That was your exterior. On your interior, mm, you're still understanding yourself. And interior is what's happening. Ten of Swords. You felt burdened by something, burdened by how much you had to keep up yourself, to keep up with people's standards. You cared a lot about what people thought about you in your time in Atlantis. Okay. I feel like you lived in Atlantis for a little bit, but then you moved. Okay. You moved. I don't know where you moved. You moved not so far, but you visited Atlantis a couple of times and you cared about what they thought about you. 12 here. King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I'm seeing like your family was slowly losing money and you didn't want people to know that. That's why it was a secret. God dang. This story sounds familiar. Let me look at the Six of Pentacles. It's reminding me of the show Bridgerton. Yes. Season 1, and one of the families were trying to get married off. Well, even Queen Charlotte, they were trying to marry her off because they didn't have that much. And it was like, we need you to marry up. Okay, marry up. Okay, Six of Pentacles here. Gifts, charity, support. Yeah, you wanted to still give to people in the way that you were already giving, like, I guess, showing up for the society, paying for roads to be built, paying for the water system, that type of thing. But you just felt cheated by these people. Like, you didn't really feel connected to them. And so you kind of disconnected yourself from the society, from Atlantis specifically. Or maybe for some of you, it is to Atlantis. For other parts of you, that's why you moved to Atlantis, because you didn't feel connected to the community in your own place you stayed in. Okay, and when you were in Atlantis, you felt like this luxury. Luxury, valuable, rich person. Okay, so put the message wherever it needs to be, whichever one resonates with you most, because multiple messages are here, multiple timelines, multiple people. Just so that, please. All right, and you could have had a pet that you traveled with a lot during your time of just the era of Atlantis, because for you, Pop 3, I don't think it was just Atlantis you lived in here. What I'm seeing here is that you were in Atlantis for a little bit, you experienced feeling burden or some type of expectation. And then for another group of you, like I said, feeling like you were a powerful person in contrast to where you came from. Because you were able to just give your money, show off your money in a way, whichever way, okay? Which you traveled a lot. Definitely traveled a lot. Five of Swords in reverse. You went on a lot of adventures that scared you. Okay. Like I see you climbing up a hill. It's beautiful, it's sunny. And you're just meeting people, meeting people, meeting people. Experiencing so much. It's giving shoujo anime. If anyone has seen it, Hunter x Hunter or Naruto or Bleach, anything of that sort, this is the essence of what your life was like in just the Atlantean era. Okay. You had money, you felt rich, when you were out traveling, communicating with people. And it was just your way, that was your way of getting away from the burden of anxiety, worry, whatever you were experiencing. I feel like you had some type of mental thing that you were battling with. And so that's like in your now life, how to get over anxieties or worries. Like you could actually teach that in your now life or talk about it a lot when you are helping people. Like those are things that come up like, hey, how do you stop worrying? And you may be the person that they come to actually PTSD, depression, things that are even deeper. That is your area of power. 3. 6 of coins. People got their hands out to you. Okay? Their hands out. 5 of cups. And you're like, okay, yeah, this is luxury I can give to people. But you're still like focused on the cups that were lost, the emotions that are lost, something that upset you when you were during living your life at the time. Okay, it's because you were intuitive, psychic. You knew how these people really felt, empathetic. My heart is racing. Okay. So imagine, okay, imagine Gypsy, Naruto, Shoujo era, just mixed all together with just a lot of money and you having some type of mental, it's like family issues, family trauma is coming up for you. Okay, this is something, the theme that you're battling with your whole entire lifetime in Atlantis, in the Atlantean era. Okay, you live in this lifestyle of just giving happiness, making sure people are taken care of, showing off your stuff by dressing nice. And you just feel these people energy. You know the truth, okay? But you just feel like this. Yeah. So in your now life, you could do a lot of healing work for people. You could teach a lot of healing work. You're very protective of your energy, selective of your energy, just because of your past life and how things went during that time. Secretive person that I've already talked about, okay? It just takes a little bit more for you to trust, okay? The Scorpio energy is just emanating from your pile. Okay, it's giving purple, black even, maroon. Yeah, you're a person that can see in the dark. Okay. That message is for whoever that message needs to be. You are a person that can see in the dark and communicate and bring people together very well for your cups. Celebrate. You did a lot of celebrating in your time in Atlantis. All right. Past life. Three. Capricorn. North Node. I think that's the North Node. So hold on. North Node. South Node. Yeah, your North Node is in North Node in the 3rd house. A life purpose is here to communicate, communicate. Mm-hmm. Look at North Node in Capricorn before I say what I'm going to say. North Node in Capricorn, self-control, approaching life from an adult position, self-respect, staying goal-oriented, self-care, letting go of the past, accepting responsibility for success, sensible approach to problem solving, keeping commitments and promises. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you know how I said you were just in your gypsy era, just traveling, not um handling any of your traumas or mental things that you kept worrying about, kept focusing on with this 5 of Cups in your now life with North Node and Capricorn is to communicate, self-respect, communicate, talk about your goals, okay? Talk about how you stay committed to your goals. Talk about problem solving, okay? Talk about how you're letting go of the past and what you're doing to move forward. Okay, pile 3. All right, so I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if y'all want more past life related readings. And I'll see you in another reading. Bye, pile 3.